Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am here with Neetu Singh. We are at the offices of World Diplomacy and Peace Organization. So I'm going to let Ms. Singh talk about what exactly is World Diplomacy and Peace Organization.
Firstly, I would like to say a big thank you to you for calling me for your
It's a
show.
pleasure.
Now, taking it further, basically the full form of WPDO is World Peace and Diplomacy Organization, and the sole objective of the organization is to foster peace through diplomacy.
I quickly want to know that, how did that thought came to set up an organization like this? Because I understand that I think we are becoming a global village, and if we want to continue to live in harmony, peace and diplomacy is something which will require in our day-to-day lives as well.
Right. See, there's just small story which is attached to this organization, which actually comes from my family, and it eventually happened that we got to know each other, me and my husband, Dr. G.D. Singh, who is actually the president of WPDO, and he actually founded this organization. And I'm just partner in it, you can say. I'm just helping him out with this organization, and being the duo of husband and wife, we are trying to take this organization forward. So we met in 2007, and prior to that, 2 years back, he actually was very much inclined towards philanthropic activities.
Right.
So, and it's in 2005 that we founded our NGO. And this actually thought of having our own philanthropic activities and having our own NGO was inspired by my father-in-law, late Colonel B.J. Singh. Since he served the nation and he himself was a doctor, so he was always preaching the family that we should always give to the world back. We should do philanthropic activities. So from there we actually started under the banner, under the NGO. We did a lot of camps which he himself used to conduct, and he used to monitor that we are doing it in a good way. So a lot of nutrition camps and other camps. So going forward, we were just discussing one day, and then we were saying that it's very important that, since he is from the army background, so he said that it's so important that world peace should be there, and we should be in peace, and think about the army soldiers who are there on the wars. So why don't we do something? I mean, of course, we cannot do it at a very major stage. Maybe going forward we can, but at least we should start and we should do something. So taking it forward, the thought came into our mind, and we actually started in 2011.
Yes.
The organization, World Peace and Diplomacy Organization. And from there, God has been kind. We're trying to promote the peacemakers and messengers, and we're trying to give a message to the world to form and to have peace.
Yeah. So I realized that there is some awards also associated with WPDO. So do you want to talk about that? That why do you give awards, and what is your selection process for these awards?
Right. So we always believe in supporting the UN Sustainable Goals, and definitely we would like to support as many sustainable goals as we can. But there has to be one mission. You have to promote one mission, I guess, and I think that's the 17th goal which we are promoting. That is collaboration, and we're trying to promote our word of peace by, we do a selection, and the basic selection criteria is promoting the philanthropists, the NGOs, the celebrities. Why? Because I think we can give a message to the community through them that how important the world peace is, and let's take it forward in a positive way.
Fantastic. So do you have any last piece of advice for the viewers? Because I'm sure they would love to know a little more about, or your thoughts on it.
Definitely, I would just like to say that it's very important that we should form, in a way or anyway, a community, because whatever thought we had of world peace, we thought of making a community, so that if we have a community, we'll be able to collaborate with more people and give our message to them, and our message will be going forward. And this way, I think a little contribution is what we can make into the.
I think it is
world.
fantastic. So we have heard fantastic work done by WPDO, and we are at the offices of WPDO, and I wish them best of luck for the
Thank you so
future
much.
endeavor. I have this amazing NGOs coming onto this platform this year. So do subscribe to my channel, and I'm sure that you will be able to see the kind of work they are doing from around the world. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
World Peace and Diplomacy Organization was founded in 2011 from Confederation of Indian Healthcare Foundation as a private, not-for-profit organization aiming at resolving conflicts and prevailing peace amongst and within nations. The need for peace was not a new initiative, but never before World War I and II had most of the nations of the world gathered together and raised their voices as one to cumulatively form an intergovernmental organization to initiate peace process by establishing United Nations in 1945 to promote international cooperation. Conflicts and wars have an old relation with the humanity ever since the evolution of Homo sapiens. Peace, as we see today, is an elusive term. Various people look at it with varied emotions. Peace within a human mind is different from peace among nations. And yet, they have a relation. A nation comprising of peaceful people with love in their hearts is more likely to remain in a state of peace than the one which has more people at turmoil, unrest and hatred. World Peace and Diplomacy Organization was formed with an intention to work towards peace building by eliminating the main factors that initiate conflicts and unrest in people. Lack of education, hunger, religious faiths, etc. are the new factors that stimulate unrest amongst people. This unrest slowly engulfs regions and sometimes entire nations and leads to either people migration or accumulation of hatred of people from one region towards people of other regions. Slowly but gradually, this takes the shape of cross-border skirmishes, insurgencies, act of terrorism, and sometimes small wars. Since its inception in 2011, WPDO has achieved many milestones covering great lengths in social and educational arena. It strongly supports United Nations Global Compact Program and Earth Charter principles, as well as strongly follows United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030. WPDO runs master's and doctoral level courses in affiliation with partnering international universities that prepare peace activists, peace negotiators, peace diplomats, and peace initiators. The course specifically aims at equipping its students with knowledge tools that help them understand the human mindset based on its surroundings and act accordingly.